your host, Daphne Bryce, and this is my co-host, DiCaprio. So,
in the
as you
building.
guys know, we were on here last week, and so this is something that we do every week. And so, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, and if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe for us so that we can continue to make this type of content. So, DiCaprio, how was your week?
It's been interesting, to say the least. Yeah, it's hot, super hot down here in Texas. So,
Yeah,
but it's been all
Texas.
right. A little slow. How about yours?
Texas is hot. I tell you, it really is. It really is.
It's 109 right now. Like, I don't even understand.
But now it's not as hot as New Orleans and Vegas.
So they must be getting like some tropic storms or something.
Oh man, I went to New Orleans. It was extremely hot, and then I went to Vegas, and it was hot there as well. It was like I swear my Jordans were getting stuck to the concrete in
That's
Vegas.
ghetto.
I swear for God. I'm
Where
like,
you get them shoes from?
huh?
Where you get them Jordans from?
Listen, they were authentic Jordans now. Listen, I don't play about my J's. They were authentic. I'm like, what they're not gonna do is mess up my J's. So yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
Vegas
authentic.
is
Okay.
extremely hot. Huh?
I'm gonna give you that because you're a classic woman.
Oh
But
yeah.
okay.
My shoe game is on point now. Don't test my shoe gangster. My
Yes,
shoe
ma'am.
game is on point. So, now we were the hot topic. So our hot topic that we had last week, one of the hot topics was surrounding Sonya Massey, and so I ended up hearing a little more about it and getting an update. Right.
Hmm.
So according to the update, the guy says that the deputy sheriff who fatally shot Sonya Massey in her Illinois home last month said he believed that when she said, when she called 911 for help, and then when she said to him, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, that she intended deadly harm.
Yeah, man. Now
He
it's
thought
starting to
she,
really eat.
yeah,
It's really starting to irritate me now. It was already bad at first, and then now it's just becoming stupid, man. Like, and then because he pled not guilty, right?
he did. He pled not guilty, and then now he's saying that when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," that it was a threat. That meant that she was gonna do bodily harm to him.
I don't know, man. I just like I seen the video. The woman looked so frail. Like
Right.
it ain't like she was about, she was about to pound on you or nothing like that. Like
Right.
you equipped to be able to handle yourself, protect. Like what was this little woman about to do to you? Even with a pot of water, like you across the room. Like
Yeah.
I
But
don't
just saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I don't know I mean, now I personally have had people say that to me too.
yeah.
Back in the day, I won't get into that. But I haven't, I don't know that I would have thought that that would be a threat. I don't know how he's saying now that he took that to mean that she intended to do him bodily harm. But he did say that he pled not guilty, and he said that he thought that she was going, intended to do bodily harm.
Yeah, at this point, this story coming out, whatever, X amount of days later, I just feel like he's being coached by whatever lawyer he hired at this point, because it's like that's what you thought was about to happen.
Right.
Because if you ever heard that before, there's no violence after that phrase. You know
Never.
what I'm saying? That
A whole
that
lot
that
of
doesn't.
praying after I rebuke you. Right?
Yeah,
Not gonna be a
yeah.
whole lot of praying after somebody saying they rebuke you, but
I
I've never
mean,
known somebody say,
the saying is rooted in being nonviolent. Like the Lord is gonna fight my battles. So
right,
me rebuking you in here is just saying, hey, I'm bringing the calm. Like you talking to a child of God. That doesn't mean let's get ready to rumble. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not boxing or nothing like that.
Right.
So, I call BS of course. And that's just the way they do us. So
yeah, and then especially
again,
what was that?
I was about to say again, all black people, we need to go to Africa. Go back to Africa. This country ain't for us.
I would love to go though. I've never been to Africa, and that's definitely on my bucket list. So I definitely would love to go to Africa. I mean, if it's a free trip, then hey.
Let's go.
Free trip, right? Let's go. So that was it on that. Now, in sports news, looks like I know initially in the Olympics we weren't doing so well, but now, and I keep up with track and field because I'm a track and field fanatic, and so we got some gold medals now in track and field, and then there's some other events that are taking place, and so sha'carririchardson, that was kind of an upset, but I kind of expected that because her getting out of the starting block is not that great.
Yeah.
And so I kind of. But if she can get out the starting block, she's going to be unstoppable in 4 years.
Man, I think that losing for her kind of fuels the fire.
Yes.
I think she takes that and she feeds from it. Because you remember last time she got beat, like the little qualifying round, she got smoked. And she didn't even place. And I think the next time around, she had like first place.
Yeah.
So, and I know, it's a lot that comes with fame.
Yeah.
And, you getting money now, and, like, she in a different circle. So she got to find a way to get back, focus, and because she's not slow at all. She is not slow. She can run, but she's kind of giving me those Mike Tyson vibes now. Like she can win if she wants to type thing. That's what she giving me. And if she thinks she can beat the opponent, it's like I ain't in training. So. But shout out to her. I'm glad she won the silver. It is the Olympics. She's going up against the fastest people in the world. So
yeah,
I think she held her own. I'm not disappointed at all.
Yeah. I think so too. I think coming from the fiasco of the last time in Tokyo and now winning a silver medal, I think that's great, right? I mean, gold would have been better, but at least she placed and she won. So I think that kudos to sha'carri. Richardson. Now she lost to a lady though who was not on the radar, Julian Alfred from St. Lucia.
I saw that.
And I was like, where'd she come from?
But that's how it be. That's why I said you get that Mike Tyson syndrome. You looking around like I don't even know her name. I'm definitely gonna smoke her. And you look up and you number two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I feel like she can go if she want to. But she probably looked at the competition like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think she'll learn from it, and it'll be fuel to her fire, man. She'll turn around. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. But Julian Alfred, who won the gold, she's definitely one to watch, though. I was like, who is? Wait a minute, hold up. And I love all things track and field, but I'm like, okay, wait a minute, who is she? Where does she come from? Like, I don't
Where she come from?
Know her name. Right.
But them be the ones that be good. It's the no names, so that just don't have a PR. They good, they just don't got the PR firm behind them.
Absolutely. Or they're new to the scene, so that's actually and speaking of being new to the scene, that's how Noah Lyles made his impact. Nobody knew who he was, and then he started. Now he's a household name. Now, speaking of Noah Lyles won the first Olympic gold in the 100 meters for the United States in 20 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Very impressive.
Yeah, because we always seem like we win the same stuff. So it was real cool to see that and just be representing that area, man. Like, it's just a win-win, Bring more people to the sport, more people looking at it. So yeah, that's what's up. I was happy about that.
Because and I love Usain Bolt. I love Usain Bolt.
He hard not to love him.
Yeah, I love. I love. Even though he's was running for Jamaica, I love
Yeah.
Usain Bolt. And so to see him when he stopped, I'm like, okay. Anytime they put him in, I'm like, oh God, Usain in. We're not winning. we
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
not.
yeah.
We're not.
Yeah, we
You
gonna
see
get
him
second
running,
or
you're like,
third.
oh God. Yeah, Usain
Yeah.
is in. Okay. But when he dropped out, it kind of opened it up a little bit for the United States, and so Noah
Yeah.
was able to get the 100 in the to get a gold in the 100 actually, and he's new to 100, so that was great. And he's actually one of three men to have gotten back to back golds or medals, I guess I should say, in the Olympics in the United States. And so
Right.
that was
Yeah.
a great feat because it was Carl Lewis and then Justin Gatlin was the second one, and then
Right.
now Noah Lyles is the third one in the United States to ever win back to back and a medal in the 100 meters. So I was like, wow. So
Yeah. Look
20
at you
years
keeping up
old.
with
Keeping up with
everything.
everything. Huh?
Keeping up with the runners over there.
Oh, I love some track and field. I actually used to run track, so I love track and
Oh.
field. And so that's the thing. But Usain, but now Noah wants to break Usain Bolt's record, so
As
that's
he
what's
should.
driving him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
Yes, he
interesting to see
should.
if he does it. Yeah. Now speaking of the Jamaicans, what I thought was weird is all of them pulled out. All the women
Yeah.
pulled out of the Olympics. We had Elaine Thompson Hurrah, you had Sharika Jackson, and then Shelly Ann Fraser Price. All of Jamaica, all in their 30s, they got injured, and so they all had to pull out. Which we get if you're injured, you have to pull out, right? But I just thought that was interesting that they all pulled out, and these are some heavy hitters. And
You know, it's Usain just set the bar, man. Like I don't. I think that you have to really represent at this point. And so stress fractures are real, man.
Yeah.
You overexerting yourself, overextending yourself. Like y'all running after
Absolutely.
this dude is,
And then
might
they're
as well be
trying
a car.
to,
Like, co-
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, man. But like I say, he has a tall bar, and if you trying to represent Jamaica at this point, like losing ain't not an option, So,
It's
especially,
at all. Not in track and
yeah.
field.
Yeah, I was about to
Not
say
in
in that category.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all
I
might want to
mean,
switch
like,
over to swimming or something. I don't know.
what?
For
But
real, y'all switch to
and they
swimming.
actually have been dominating. So all of the three ladies that I mentioned, they dominated the Tokyo Games.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
this. I mean, they were all on the podium to now see them pull out. I was like, wow. Because I know they said, I remember when they said Shelly Ann she pulled out of the 100. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what happened? But they all pulled out because of
yeah.
injuries. And so I guess, again, training so hard, and then now you're coming to the Olympics, and yes, you made it on the team, but now you also have to race everybody. So you have to do your semifinals, and then
Yeah.
you got to do finals. So it is back to back racing and all of that. So I get that. So yeah, but kudos to
Man,
Sha'Carri and
unless they all was getting ready to fail the drug test, they was all cheating. Nah,
I
I'm
said
just playing.
Sha'Carri, but Sha'Carri. I always call her Sha'Carri, but Sha'Carri. I gave the woman a whole other name, Sha'Carri
Yeah,
Richardson.
I can
But
see that. You do that.
and but yeah, so now to some celebrity gossip. So the word on the street though is that Nelly actually got arrested.
I saw that.
Arrested for he got arrested actually this morning in Maryland Heights for alleged drug possession and driving without insurance. Now, allegedly, the police found four ecstasy pills in his vehicle during the police stop. Nelly was released, they said, from jail a short time after his arrest. Now, a couple things are playing out. Now, I don't driving without insurance, and you now, and I guess
Yeah,
this is
man.
gonna be bad to say, right? I can see them driving without a license, before driving without insurance?
You know, I agree. I think because you're in a position where people already want your money, they just waiting on you to slip up so they could, you know, be happy in litigation. So, but you know, some of these guys got like 50 cars. My insurance is 200 a month, and I'm pissed. Like it was 85. Like now it's 200.
Right.
So I can't even. I don't even imagine what it would cost to insurance. You know, insure 50 cars. You know. So, but I don't know. I think to your point. I mean, you're a celebrity. They coming after you, bro. You don't want to give them opportunity.
Right.
Because if you had a rear end somebody, it'd have been over.
Yeah,
You know.
I didn't even think about that. So
Yeah.
God forbid he gets in an accident. You get in an accident, then that's another whole thing. But I'm thinking, okay, you have this car. Clearly, so they didn't say that he didn't have a license. They said
Yeah.
that he didn't have insurance. So you
Right.
have a
Right.
license. And I'm like, why didn't he have insurance? And then now this just maybe the mom and me. Now you just had a kid, so you gonna put this kid in this car with no insurance, Nelly?
Man, first of all, it sounded like Ashanti gave him a hall pass because she pregnant. He was out. He like for real. He got out the house so fast. He just grabbed the closest keys that was in his vicinity. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know what Cardi was going to do. He was like, "Babe, I'm on the bed. Go hang out with your friends." And he was like, "What? Apple bound G? Grab the keys and ran out the door." And so he out chilling with the fellas. They popping eggs, whatever. You know, he on his way home back from a boys' night or this tramp's house, whichever one. And he got pulled over. And he like, oops. Shanti said I could go. Like, why y'all messing with me? My wife said I could go.
What I need insurance for, right?
I don't need insurance. She said yes. I was out the door. I didn't look. You know, I almost grabbed my skates and skated to the club.
It could be that he didn't handle that part of the bit. Yeah, I mean, he knows he has cars, but I'm sure he probably hires people to, to handle that kind of stuff. So maybe we'll say that whoever he has handling that, because let's be honest, if you are a star, celebrity, or whatever, you're not going through every monthly bills. Probably, I can't imagine.
Right. Oh, that's why a lot of them get stolen from.
Phone bill.
Yeah, that's why a lot of money be disappearing because they ain't looking at it. You know, and it's like, bro, and to me, it only take me like 4 seconds to realize $20 is missing out of my account. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how these stars look up and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you ain't paid attention until 15 million is gone.
Right.
Like, nah. No, when I'm missing $20, who got it? Y'all charge me twice for them wings. Hey, get my money. Right now. You know what I'm saying?
Run me back my 20. Right?
Yeah. Hey, there was this guy, you see that article, the guy that got arrested because they wouldn't let him withdraw 1 cent out of his bank account. Yeah, it was in Florida. That's me. Give my coin, homeboy. No S, just coin. Yeah, just give my coin.
So, wait a minute. So he wanted to withdraw the 1 penny, and they wanted to draw.
They wouldn't let him. They're like, so dude just went macadamia on him. You know what I'm saying? The nuts all up in the bank. Homie said, "Give me my coin." You know what I'm saying? And give me a receipt. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. So I wonder how much it cost him to get out of jail, though.
Yeah, right. Dude looked homeless. I don't even know.
Oh,
or very on drugs.
So maybe he didn't even have an account.
He might have didn't even have the account. I don't know.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That's crazy.
No, but Nelly got a hall pass. Let him live. Yeah, let him live. He got a hall pass. He blew.
Now I'm gonna say I'm a huge Nelly fan, so I'm gonna defend Nelly and say that he's innocent. He did not do what they accused him of doing.
Yeah,
But I will say that he probably has somebody else that's handling that part of his
I'm
business.
sure.
They dropped the ball, and now he's like, "What? My insurance?" So hey,
Well, you know what?
but
And
now,
at least all us got, at least all us, that's what they got him for. You
right?
know what I'm saying? It wasn't like DUI or,
That
I
too.
don't know,
Yeah,
gun
could have
charges,
been
something like
worse.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have been worse.
massively could have been worse. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
seems to
that's funny.
be, as stand up as he can be,
Yeah.
right? But now moving on to Cardi B and Offset. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, I remember last year around December 15th, I think it was.
uh-huh.
She got on IG. She did a rant. I mean, she let him have it. She went ham. She called that man everything but a child of God. And I was here for it, right? So I listened, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I created a video or whatever for the channel. But she had filed for divorce a little prior to that, maybe a couple months prior to that. And
Yeah.
then she went on the rant in December, and then her and Offset got back together, right? And then when they got back together, everybody was like, "Well, why is she back with him? She need to leave him. He ain't no good. He was cheating. He was this, that, and the third. He was with Krishan Rock, and yada yada yada, whoop de whoop, right?" So she ended
Right.
up staying. Well, now when you do the math, now you know why she probably stayed because okay, that was December. We're in August, so that means she may be around 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So
She probably found out she was pregnant and stayed.
it stayed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. And I was like, so that's why she stayed. And so now, she filed for a divorce again. And so it's gonna be interesting. Now, one thing I'll say about
I think she really loves him though. I think she
I was
loves him.
getting ready to say that. I think
Yeah,
they
I think
both
she
it
does.
kind of remind me, and I know people are probably gonna let me have it in the chat or in my comments, but it kind of remind me of the early Chris Brown, Rihanna kind of relationship. I think they both loved each other, but
I don't
they
think so.
they had too much baggage to make it work.
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
so?
I do not think Offset is it Offset or Takeoff?
I'll say. Well,
Offset,
not
yeah.
to the point that I'm just a relationship, like the correlation between, like I think they really love each other. You don't think
I
they love
don't.
each other?
No, no.
Wow. Okay.
This
What's
guy
your take on
Offset.
it?
This guy Offset is a professional. I don't even think he liked that woman, dude. For real, I
Oh.
don't think he liked her at all.
So you think
So
he
but
saw an opportunity?
I think he been saw an opportunity. Like when you like they, I don't even know. Like I think Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj was the bigger couple in my opinion. I don't. Offset is a part of a group. I think he got a couple things by himself, but if you put him in the verses with his wife, she gonna win.
Now,
She gonna win
hands
two
down,
times.
I think she is in this situation. She is the prize.
Yeah, she's the top dog, and his career by itself would never compare to hers. Like
His
never
career
ever.
is Offset.
Right. It's so even Amigos like I just she came out and she blazed the trail, man. She really did.
She did.
She blazed the trail. At one point you gotta figure she got beef in with one of the top female rappers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like her and Nicki Minaj going into it. Nicki Minaj was like the hottest thing at the time.
Yeah.
Then Cardi just blazed on the trail.
She did.
So Offset, I think he was along for the ride. He may loved her, but I don't, cause dude just he be like out with these women, don't he? Like people ain't gonna notice.
See, I don't like to go with the alleged, but allegedly he is.
Yeah, like I don't. That's what they're allegedly. Okay, so let's not do allegedly, but I don't think
allegedly he's been in these streets, and actually She talked about in her rant, she talked about him disrespecting her and how he would take advantage of the fact that, she wasn't her best. She didn't feel her best and things of that nature he had. I think at that time he had an album that was coming out and things like that. And so he kind of was giving her his butt to kiss, if you will. So I do think that somewhere along the line, maybe he thought he was the prize. I
So
so
I don't
I
even look
don't
like.
even look like.
I don't know. I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
see
I
it. I
just
think
don't
dude
see
was
it. I
along
think
for the
dude was
ride.
along for the ride.
She was hot.
She was hot.
She thought he was
Thought he
dope.
was
You know what I'm
dope.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
And
I heard
I
somebody
heard
talking
somebody
about his
talking about
baby
his
mamas.
baby mamas.
I guess before
I guess
her or
before
something, and
her or
it's like
something, and it's like
she's like
she's
totally not
like
his
totally
type,
not
which
his
I don't
type.
know.
Which I
It
don't
ain't
know.
none of my
It ain't none
business.
of my business.
But I don't
But
think
I don't
he
think
likes her.
he likes her.
I just don't think he
I just
does.
don't think he does. Interesting.
Nah, I don't think he likes
I
her at
don't think he
all.
likes her at all. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see that if now that the new baby's coming, it's going to be
Yeah,
interesting to see if they stay together for the third child. Because one thing I will say, they both seem to really love their kids, and so they
yeah,
may try to see if they can make it work. Somebody said they thought it was a publicity stunt.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. What do you think? Do you think it's a publicity stunt? I don't
Man,
know. Man,
if it
if
is
it
or if it's
is or
not,
if it's not,
he probably got
he
a few
probably got a few
girlfriends somewhere.
girlfriends somewhere.
They probably
Here
got a
you
few
go. Probably
chicks
got a few
somewhere.
chicks somewhere.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Again, you
Again,
pregnant?
you pregnant?
Maybe Cardi
Maybe
didn't want to
Cardi
give
didn't
him a
want to
hall
give him a
pass.
hall pass.
Nelly got a hall
Nelly got a
pass.
hall pass.
I
How
guess
you
off
know Nelly got a hall pass?
Nelly got a hall
Nelly got
pass.
a hall pass. You keep saying Nelly got a hall pass,
He
and that's
did.
why he got caught up and got arrested.
She was
She
tired of
was
hearing him
tired of hearing him
singing
singing
Air Force
Air
One. She
Force
like,
One.
bro,
She's
go
like,
out with your
bro, go out with
friends.
your friends.
You
Listen,
don't have
what
the
you're
house
not gonna
pass.
do is talk about Nelly. That's what we not doing. No.
Listen,
Listen,
she
I'm a
gave him a
Nelly
hall
fan.
pass,
Pass.
and he
I'm a
made
Nelly
it to the
fan.
end
You
of the
will
night.
not talk about Nelly. No.
Okay.
But
All
yeah, I
right,
think that
whatever you say.
whatever you say. Yeah. So
Yeah, but
but I
anyways,
don't think
Offset, he don't like
he
Cardi.
don't like Cardi.
No, he don't.
I think that he definitely, and I was shocked though to hear her say how he treated her though.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why.
believe it
I
too.
believe it too.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, she said. I was like, wow, as if I guess thinking that he's the prize, but
You know what?
you know what?
It
It
reeks
reeks
of
of
Kevin. Wasn't that Kevin
Kevin
Federline and Britney
Federline and
Spears?
Britney Spears.
It reeks of it.
It reeks of it. Oh, I
She
forgot about
just,
that. She just
yeah, it just reeks.
it
It
just
smells
reeks. It
like it.
smells like it.
I smell it.
I smell it. It smells like K-Fed
It
and
smells like
like
K-Fed is close by.
Is close by.
Yeah, he is.
I forgot all about K-Fed.
Yeah, it reeks of it.
It reeks of it. Yeah, I haven't. I wonder what he's up to now. I hadn't heard anything about Kevin.
He retired
He
young.
retired young.
Young and healthy.
AF. AF. Right. But now he divorced Brittany though, right? Cause weren't they married? Yeah.
Yeah, because she was paying him spice support.
Yeah, he got that money and got on through. He retired in his 20s, early 30s, like
Out of there.
Now speaking of Cardi B and Offset, do you think they have a prenup?
No, because she loves him.
She loves him.
She got the money.
Hey, she does. I hope she got a prenup if she.
But and probably with them having kids, it's gonna be structured a certain way. Somebody gonna be getting paid.
That's true.
And I don't know how long they was married or where they got married at, but based on the laws,
I mean. Oh, I don't need to get you started on that. You hope it's not California, huh?
I hope it's not California. I hope it's not California. California is the devil. Man.
I don't know why I brought that up, but yeah, I know you hope it's not California.
I hope it's not California. Yeah, I hope it's not California.
Wow. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, and now they have 3 kids, and it's definitely gonna be interesting. I will say I hate that, I hate that. but then as long as she's
Yeah.
happy and her mental is in state, then her mental state is in check, then hey. Now, speaking of somebody else who got arrested, I did see, and I don't know if you heard Ti got
Oh yeah.
arrested.
No, I
In
didn't hear
Atlanta.
that.
So
When?
he got arrested at the Atlanta airport for mistaken identity.
Oh, maybe I did. I did see that.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
see that. I
Somebody
didn't read
had
it. I
the
didn't read
same
about it.
name as
That's crazy.
his first and last name. Um, and so yeah, so they took him in and they thought that it was Ti.
Yeah.
And found out that it wasn't. It was somebody else with his first and last name out of Baltimore, Maryland,
Uh,
who was accused of some crimes against some woman. And so,
okay.
yeah, that
Well,
was
I
interesting.
mean,
I was like, what? So I don't. But now his lawyer claimed that he got him out as in like a couple hours, which that's probably true. But yeah,
hopefully it
that
is.
was interesting. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just don't know
But
who
that's
nobody black is these days, dude.
I know. I was
No,
like,
no black
in
celebrities.
Atlanta, he the what is it? The mayor of Atlanta, the king of Atlanta,
Something like
whatever he
that.
calls himself.
All that put together. Got the key to the city and all that.
Yeah, I was like, how do they not know who he is in
Man, they
Atlanta?
don't
Now I can
know.
see if he was not in Atlanta, right? If he was somewhere else at some other airport, then okay. But he was in Atlanta and had mistaken identity. And then he's had to travel
Yeah,
from that same airport.
that's
How many
crazy, man.
times? Yeah.
He would have had to.
Yeah,
But
and they said the guy was the imposter is like 200 and something pounds. Tip is like 160 something or whatever.
yeah,
But I was like, wow, I don't know how they made that mistake, but
man, that's just stupid.
it is. Now, Suge Knight is back in the media. Oh, Suge
So,
just won't go down without a fight.
oh
Now,
shit, oh shit.
according to Suge Knight, he's saying that J Lo and being split is a result of J Lo's appearance in tapes that the FBI seized in the raid on Diddy. And
That's
now, and
crazy.
I quote, he said they go raid Puffy's house and they get all these videos of J Lo doing this and J Lo doing that, and they know the fact that J Lo lied and said that the gun was Shine's or whatever, and sent that man to prison, destroyed his life, and she knew that it was Puffy's.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
He just
and I'm
getting,
like,
I don't even
it's
believe in
interesting.
karma, but it's getting him.
It
For real.
is. It is. And you got a lot of people on the bandwagon that's waiting I mean, you got Keefe D. You got, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. I'm going to pause here for a minute and say, guys, if
Yeah.
you're watching the live, if you're enjoying what you hear, we do this every Wednesday. We talk about hot topics, celebrity gossip. We're going to get into some relationship stuff, DiCaprio's tips for relationships, which I'm sure if you're single, you don't want to miss this because he's always on some BS. So we'll see what he has for today. But if you guys are listening, go ahead and like that, hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And again, we'll be back next Wednesday, so we do this once a week. But
Yep.
back to Diddy. Yeah, I think karma's coming. I don't think we've seen it yet. And I think that it's coming. It is coming.
He probably deserves it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves it.
One thing about karma, and I often say karma will slow walk you, slower than Jason Myers
Yeah.
in Halloween. Like,
Yeah. Michael.
and he was one of the
yeah.
slowest. Jason Myers, and
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers and Jason. I'm getting the two mixed up, but both of them slow walking MFs. I mean,
Come find you.
they'll walk you down. They running, the people running, falling down and trying to get away. He just slow walking. So karma will slow walk you like Jason and Michael Myers. I mean, they weren't even running because they knew they were going to catch you. So I think that with Diddy, I do think that we will see some karma, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, whether or not he's
Yeah.
going to go to jail behind it is something else. Now, if I was Diddy, I'd be getting up out of the states.
Ah, man, I'm gone.
I'll
I'm
call
gone.
up what's his name? What's the man name that dipped?
That dip.
The DMC brother. What's the guy that dipped? Doggone
Russell?
now. Russell Simmons. I'll pull a Russell.
Yeah.
He better be on the phone with Russell. Be like, yo, Russ.
Hey, scoot over, fool. I'm coming to the pad.
Right. I would be on the first thing smoking. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out, and to also see if his kids are gonna have any backlash behind it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because they're accusing his sons of stuff as well. So hopefully they won't, but you know how that goes. So John B. Speaking of John B is in it now. John B has not been in the news
Yeah.
anywhere. I haven't seen him
Nowhere.
I love John B.
Nowhere.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
It's been quite a minute. Now, so John B did an interview about people sampling his songs and actually remaking the songs. So he went on to talk about Gunna and chloebailey, and he
Yeah.
said that the remix that they did of his song, They Don't Know, is ghetto, and that is trash. Now, I will say, I'll go on the record of saying I agree. I think when you try to when you try to do something that's a classic and you try to remake it, it's got to be better than the original. If it's not better than the original, don't. And everybody knows John B's They Don't Know. Like, that's a banger. I think we're gonna be going and that's still gonna be a banger, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. And I didn't even hear about them remaking it. So I had to, when he said that, I was like, okay, hold up. How did I miss this? So I went and I should have known. If I didn't hear anything about it, then it probably wasn't good. And so I go back. I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, this is hot trash. It's trash. I thought it was trash. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think that they did him justice. And also, now nothing against their artistry, because I think both Gunna and Chloe are, they're talented, but they just should have left John B's song alone. Now, he did say that he didn't even give them permission to even do it, and he said they're gonna have to see him.
Listen. Listen. Listen, man. Listen. Let me tell you something. John B is hating right now. He's a hater. John B is a hater right now. Stone cold hater. Like, first of all, you singing about love, bro. They ain't singing about love. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole new group of kids going on out here. You know what I'm
I didn't
saying?
think about it that way. Yeah, so this is gonna be different.
He talking about
They
bending her over a
singing about
balcony.
lust.
Yeah, he talking about bending her over a balcony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Like he ain't. It's all swag and slight punishment. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Did you say swag and slight punishment?
Swag and slight punishment in that video. Like, that was yeah. The chicks that John singing about ain't wearing no leather. They ain't got them red balls in their mouth or nothing. No whips. None of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what Gunna singing about? Yeah. That he got the swing that go in the doorway. Yeah, he got that. You know what I'm saying? So, John B singing about love. They singing about some ratchet stuff.
They singing about lust.
And listen, Chloe got pipes, John. I'm sorry. Chloe
she does.
pipes.
I won't take that. Yeah.
And she got pipes, bro, and she got swag.
She
So
does.
and this is their time, bro. So
I say they both do, though. I think that they both do.
They do. So
and for Gunna and for her, even though people
listen,
say
I love what John did,
yeah.
but that was 20 years ago, homeboy. Like,
get over it.
We ain't even say, yeah, it's 20 years ago. Chloe got pipes, man, and
Well, why couldn't they remake Ray J's song "One Wish"?
Right, that first One Wish was terrible. First of all, They don't need to make a second One Wish. I
I
wish he
love
didn't
One
make that
Wish.
song.
You don't like
I
One
wish he.
Wish?
I wish he didn't make that song. That's what I wish.
No, now
I
I
got
love
One
One
Wish too.
Wish. Now Ray J didn't. He didn't do a lot right. Now Ray J. Now I will say he can sing. Well, he could sing, but he only had like a couple hits that people
Yeah.
really want to hear. But when you drop that one hit, that One Wish, yeah, it's up. Like One Wish
Nah, I
is
ain't.
definitely it's definitely on the charts now. I mean, you can bash Ray J, but he did his big one with that one.
Okay, so listen.
I might play that
I
when
think
we
they
get
should
off
have cleared
live.
it. I think she should have cleared the song, or they should
Yeah.
have cleared the song with John B.
Right.
But they song is hot, man.
And you say he a
It's
hater.
hot. He a hater, bro. Cause it might get more spins than his did, depending on
It probably
the
will
PR
definitely
behind it.
get more. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It might catch up with him because their fan base is gonna be younger,
Yeah.
and these kids don't sing about love.
Yeah. Now I
So
can see him wanting his coins, but I do think it's gonna
yeah,
get more play. It probably got
yeah.
more play, more
Pro- more
because
streams and
let's be
all that.
honest, because it was on Gunna's channel, and then a lot of people I was reading it, and a lot of people said that they were just there because they saw John B's interview, so he
Yeah,
just got them some more,
yeah,
attention to
yeah,
the
yeah.
song. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I get that. I agree with that. So, but
Yeah.
but now Ray J, I think Ray J did good. Now the verses, not so much, um, but he did good with the song, like when he recorded it. So now in our make it make sense portion of tonight, um, Dayon Johnson is in it. So did you hear about the guy that
Oh
went
yeah.
to Virginia, Virginia City, Nevada,
Oh,
and
okay.
he was going around and trying to get a ballot so that and asking people if they would sign this ballot or whatever to get attorney fees in Nevada lowered, right? A petition to get attorney fees in Nevada lowered. So he goes around. He's in Virginia City, Nevada. And now, unfortunately for him, he was the only black person in the whole town.
I saw that.
He was the only black person in the town, and so it didn't go quite. It went left. It went left.
Left. Yeah.
And so they were making some comments about the one of the guys that he went to made a comment about there's a hanging tree for people like him in his backyard, and something about everybody's just sitting there laughing, and he's trying to get this petition signed and all of that stuff. And again, you're the only African American, and so the daughter they have this store, and so the daughter comes out and she says he's trying to get everybody to get on his side, and he's telling them, oh, that's racist, that's a racist comment, he said this to me, he said that to me. He told him too that he burns people like him, and
Hmm.
there was a hanging tree in his backyard. So, and he, as the white folks kept coming up, he was trying to stop them and say, hey, do y'all agree with this? Do y'all hear what he's saying? And they were like, yeah, we agree with it, and all of that. And it would be at that point that I would, why don't they, so I'm going to get into, so they were like, yeah, they agree with it. So they're sitting there, they're laughing. He's recording the whole thing. And then the daughter commences to come over, and she says, she's like, oh, that's my dad. And she says to him, do you know the history of this town? And so then her mom proceeds to come over, and she's patronizing him clearly. Well, don't you have a mom, don't you know? He just got here by spontaneous combustion. He didn't have a mom. You have a
Yeah.
mom, don't you? And just taking him down the street and putting her hand on him. Well, yeah, it's gonna be okay. And he was like, well, I'll call 911. She was like, well, I'm taking you. That's what I'm taking you to the sheriff. And it was at that point that it looked like something out of the Get Out movie.
Yeah. For real.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all I heard was do 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 do. I'm like, oh, you gonna let her
Listen.
take you
Yeah.
to this sheriff, and you the only black person in this town, and you think that the sheriff gonna gonna help you, and she nicely shooing you down there, saying, "Yes, let's go see the sheriff."
She was taken to the slaughterhouse.
Come on, I was like, dude. So,
Yeah.
first of all, that wouldn't have been me, cause I don't care that much about no attorney fees. I don't care.
Listen,
I'm not putting my life on the line for no
he
attorney
must be
fees.
hot about these attorney fees. He is really mad. He mad
You
about
risk
these
your
attorney
life
fees.
for a
Oh no,
petition.
no, he been driving for weeks about these attorney fees. Like, cause where was he even going? How do you not know this place is racist or crooked, or how do you not know that? Have you never heard of this place?
Right.
Are you not from Las Vegas? Are you not from Nevada? Like, I
And
don't.
then it's a Virginia City, Nevada.
Dude, where was he from? Where did he drive from?
I don't know, but I'm like, dude, you talk about not being able to read the room. Like,
Yeah. Like, ain't none of your friends be like, bro, don't you never go down there. Don't ever go to this city right here. You know what I'm saying? I know you out getting these attorney fees and signatures. Bro, when you get here, keep going. He didn't have no friends that told him to keep going.
We should laugh about that, but I'm like,
But you know places that you shouldn't be. I can tell you places you should not go. I don't care, like black, white, orange. Don't go there. Somebody should have told him, bro, I know you out here. You going door to door soliciting. You don't need to stop here.
Don't stop. Yeah. And
don't stop
you
here.
know what it reminded me of when black folks had to use that map. What was the map called? It was a map of all the places of where not to go.
Oh,
That they
okay,
had
yeah.
to
I
use
heard
in
about
the
it.
60s. Yeah. There's actually a map that they had, a traveler's map,
Yeah.
that they used that actually told them where not to go. And I'm like, man, do we have to start doing that again?
That's crazy, man. No, I think he said, some places are bad and they don't have to say they're racist. Some people are, you just like, this person is not a mean white person. They're just an asshole. It doesn't matter to who. I know white people that are assholes to each other. Because you both of them got a lot of money and they all both arrogant and like you just an asshole is an asshole. And I don't, you don't want to be
It
around
doesn't
that
matter
asshole.
what color it is.
It don't matter the
It's,
color. Like,
yeah.
like,
I
and
agree
then
with
some
that.
people are just out of touch. Like they just don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Because I was trying to decipher which one it was initially. When I was watching the video, I was like, what? But then when he said that he had a hanging tree, I'm like, oh,
yeah, that
something else.
probably they was drinking, so that the drink probably got brought the asshole out of him. He probably like, this only black person around here. What do you want? And then the dude was a little saucy. So I mean,
now I wasn't gonna say it, but I thought it. I was so we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to why I was saying that. So I'm like, but I was like, okay, so he said he had a hanging tree. I was like, okay, are they just being buttholes or what, right? And so I'm like, okay, which I can decipher which one it was. But
they probably were more homophobic than anything.
Well, that could have had something to do with it too.
Yeah.
I wondered. I think that it did too. But when he said that he had a tree in his backyard for people like him, and he burned people like him, I'm like, okay, so that's something else. And then when the girl said, "Do you know the history of this town?" I'm like, oh, if you don't get your black, get wherever your car is, get in your car and get out of there. F them attorney fees.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was just
that's crazy.
So now,
I wonder where he went next.
Home.
Right.
He went home. But I thought that was really interesting, though. I'm like, wow, dude, like you. But now, also, like I said, when the lady was shooing him, don't you have a mama? And blah, blah, blah. I was like, didn't he have a mama? No, he just appeared. He didn't have a mama. Like, what? And I was like, what is she talking about? But then when she started ushering him down, shooing, I was like, where is she taking him? And she was like, yeah, the sheriff office. I was like, yeah, this is something straight out of the Get Out movie. It was just weird. And so, but now, then he started crying. That pissed me off.
Man,
I'm
listen.
like, dude, You
That
gonna
video was
cry?
funny. It was funny though.
Yeah, when he cried, I said, oh my God. Like, okay, you cry in your car, but you don't cry out there on that street. Your parents didn't tell you that? Like, cry? What you crying for? Like, why are you on the street with all these folks and you accusing them of being racist and you crying?
He should not
What?
have gone there. He
Right,
should
I'm
not
like,
have
what?
gone
And
there.
then over some attorney fees. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, are those the only things that you care about is attorney fees in Nevada?
Man,
And number one, why do you know the attorney fees are real high? How do you
he
even
spent
know
a lot
that?
of time in jail, dude. Listen, it's a
Yeah, do you
city in
know what the attorney
Texas.
fees
It's a
are
six.
where you
It's a
live?
citizen Texas. It's called White Settlement.
Okay.
It's called White Settlement. I don't care how much gas I need. I don't ever stop in White Settlement. I, I
Oh
just don't.
wow.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
stopping in White Settlement.
Okay.
I'm good. I will push
Yeah.
my car before I stop in White Settlement. All I'm saying is, dude should have known where he shouldn't
Right.
be going.
He should have.
That's all
I
I'm
think he
saying. I'm
should
gonna
have.
put it like that.
Yeah.
I won't be in White Settlement. That's all I want you to know. Definitely won't be.
Okay, and I gotta remember that. But I think he should have read the room when the man said he had a hanging tree for people like you, and then when everybody's sitting around laughing, and the girl, his daughter comes out and says, "Do you know the history of this time?" He should have
Yeah.
checked them up. At that point, he should have got that little clipboard or whatever he had, and he should have got the f up out of there, right? So
Oh
I
yeah.
think that it was partially his fault because you should have read the room. You should have been saying, you know what, let me get up out of here. But when he cried, I wanted to jump through that screen and tag him. I was like, oh my God, are you crying? Like, make it make sense, dude. So it's interesting. But now we'll say Facebook did their big one.
Yeah.
Facebook did their big one. They went on. They found out who the man was. They found out who the wife was. They found
Yeah.
out who the daughter was. They found out the business. All of that. When I say Facebook will be all up in your business,
Oh
and you
yeah, they
put
do.
something out there. Oh yeah, they did their big one. They did their big one. They put them on blast. And last I heard, their business got shut down. They got a lot of bad reviews, and I'm pretty sure they probably got some threats and stuff too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
They
know,
probably
and
got
people,
threats from the competition. They probably people was probably happy they went out of business,
they
so they
probably
can
yeah,
be
but they probably
racist.
got threats from some black folks too, though. Because
Yeah.
everybody, a lot of people on Instagram was like, "We ride at dawn."
Yeah.
We ride at dawn, and everybody was like, "Okay, where was his folding chair? Where was his white folding
Right.
chair?" But
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he'd have had. He might have got one or two of them, but he wouldn't have been. Well, they were older. He might have been able to
No,
get maybe about
the
five.
gays can fight,
He
so
might
he
have
would
been
have been
able to
all
get
right.
about five of them before they got him. But
No,
you
the
got
gays
one
can fight.
little.
The gays can fight. He'd have held his own.
Yeah, but I mean against the whole town.
The gays can fight.
So you think he'd have been able to beat the whole town by himself?
The gays be in like shape and everything.
Yeah, I think
The
he might
gays
have
can
got.
fight.
Yeah, I think he might have got some of them, but I think they took him down at some point. But
Yeah.
I just thought that was really interesting. But so guys, if you're listening, and if you are an African American, do not, I repeat, do not go to Virginia City, Nevada.
Or
Mark
White
that off.
Settlement, Texas.
Or White Settlement.
White Settlement. Don't go to White
We need
Settlement.
to, I think, and it's sad though that in 2024 that we have to know where to go and where we can't go, right? And we still have to be aware of where to stop, where to go. But I thought, now I would have felt better if he was there for something other than a petition for attorney fees.
That man is
He
mad. He is mad about these attorney fees. He mad about these attorney fees.
And he was about to, if he'd have went to jail, he'd have been paying them. So, I mean, were you mad about attorney's fees? Dude, I felt better if he was trying to
He's dating an attorney. And the attorney won't tell his wife that he's gay.
Maybe
So
somebody
he's trying to
knows
get
is in jail. Maybe his significant other is in jail and he is paying the fees and he's upset. Something. I was like, dude, I don't even know what the attorney fees are where I live, and I don't care. Like,
He trying to get a discount, bro.
yeah, I was like, attorney fee. I'd have felt better if he was out there trying to get some votes or a petition for Trump. Like, dude, attorney fees out of everything. I was like, oh Lord. So yeah,
That
make it
man is
make
mad
sense.
about these attorneys.
He was mad. That was our make it make sense session of the day. Well, for the week. Now, which brings us to DiCaprio's relationship tip of the week. So, you always have some, being married and then now single dude. You always have some relationship game and tips, right, for the people. So, what is DiCaprio's relationship tip of the week? Now, I don't know if I'm going to agree, but what is it?
Man, let me speak to my kings out there.
Uh-oh, I already don't like the way this starts. Let me just say, I already don't like the way this is starting out. Let you speak to your kings, but I'm gonna let you go
What,
ahead.
dude? You say I'm giving relationship advice to the leader, to the provider, to the everything, to the prize, to the big gun of the house. You know what I'm saying? You want us to protect, provide, love you, love the kids, speak sweet nothings, pick out all the songs, remember everybody's birthdays and every anniversaries. That's what makes us the prize. Kings, you guys are the prize. But to stay the prize and stay the head, man, mental health is important, man. We got to take care of our mentals, man. We can't let these people drive us crazy. We can't let this job crazy. Can't let these kids drive. We have to stay in control of the boat. We got to stay in control. And to be able to do that, you got to keep your mentals healthy. Find a way to keep them healthy. Find an outlet. Fellas, it can't be the bottles. It can't be drugs. It can't be these women. None of those three. Find something else, man. Get centered. To stay in a leadership position, got to keep your mentals under control, baby.
I agree with that. So I thought you was gonna come with something else, but now I don't.
That's because you're a hater.
I don't agree with all of that. When you talking about the what is it? The men are the prize. And
I'm getting that on the shirt.
Yeah.
I'm getting that on the shirt.
I don't know why. So, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with. Well, I think that in any relationship, you should feel like you're the. Well, I don't know that you're the prize, but I don't know if I would say that you're the prize. I think in any relationship, you should feel like you have. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard for me to say and swallow. Like I'm
you
the
like,
prize. Are you telling the women that you date that you're the prize?
my dates?
Yeah.
I tell them I'm the prize.
You tell them that you're the prize.
They know that.
And they agree with it.
Doesn't matter. I'm still a prize. You ain't gotta like. You ain't gotta like what's gonna bring you, but it's still a gift.
No, yeah, but I don't know. You and that you the prize. I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I think that I don't know. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. All men are the prize.
We are.
Why do you think that all men are the prize? Because I done had one that wasn't a prize. Well, he was a booby prize.
But you opened it, right?
Unfortunately.
Surprise!
Right. And boy, was I surprised. But I think, though, I agree with that in terms of the mental health and especially with the African American men. You guys do not. That's one of the things that you neglect. And I think that years prior, and even just in the African American community, it was frowned upon to take care or go see somebody to talk to somebody or anything of that nature. Yeah, so I think that I'm glad to hear you say that because I often say that it starts in the mind, and if you don't have it here, then you can't connect anywhere else in life, and so so I do agree with that. But now the prize thing, I don't know. But so that's one tip. So I'm gonna get you on this the
Oh,
Um,
BBL Drizzy.
so you often said that. What was it that you said you did? BBLs and wigs.
Weave. BBL's weave.
Yeah.
No,
Why? What
I
is it?
can't
Okay,
take it.
what is it? I know it's a preference, but what is it? If it's a good wig,
It ain't no good wig. No such thing.
you know, so you don't like no wig that you've ever seen,
Tina Turner had it on.
and you didn't
That's
like
still.
Tina Turner's either.
And no, I like Tina Turner. That's the last one I liked. That's the only one I like.
Okay.
Yeah, Tina Turner. Yeah,
So do you think it's just a preference that you like natural women?
I think that I have more respect for you if you're wearing your own hair. That's just me. I feel like you take who you are seriously. That's usually a big step for a woman to do that. So you probably building your self esteem. It works. You're doing your own thing. You're an individual.
Okay.
Most of the time, you're more secure as a woman. So
When you wear your hair,
yeah,
regardless of what it
because
is.
you have embraced who you are.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah. As somebody, I before I got sister locks, I did a lot of years and years ago, I did a lot of the wigs and all that, and then I got into just wearing my natural hair, and so
Yeah,
yeah, and it does. I will say, as a woman, it takes a lot to embrace because
it
we've been
does.
told that our natural self is not appealing, it's
Yeah,
not attractive. It takes a lot for African American women to wear your natural hair out, even to lock it.
right,
Because
right,
you're still trying to abide by that whatever that stereotype is of who we're supposed to be, and
right.
so I agree with that because
Yeah, it's a big step. It's a big step to embrace who you are. Everybody
yeah,
looks cute in their own way. Make
yeah,
it
I
happen.
think
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just
yeah.
feel like most women I talk to with locks are more secure than women with not their natural hair. So I don't
And
know. Just my
I
opinion.
get people that say they don't like locks. Oh, I don't like locks. Well, I really like. I don't care. And to your point though, I, yeah, I like to think that now years ago I was not secure, and I always felt like. So you are bringing out a point because when I wore wigs, I felt like I had to wear it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be whatever, right?
right,
And then when you don't wear it, and even in the workplace, then when you don't wear it, it's like, oh, you know, you wear your natural hair out, you wear, your locks or whatever it is, then you're being looked at a certain way too. So I do agree with that. So okay, so
yeah,
I'll let you
yeah.
slide on that one. I'll give you a pass on that one.
Sometimes I get you. Sometimes I get you.
You what?
I said sometimes I get you, but agree with me.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It does. It takes a lot to for African American women to be our true self and
Yeah,
who we are, and just embrace it. Because we were told that who we are from our nose to your lips, to your butts, to your whatever. We've been told that it wasn't attractive, and then now it's kind of like, yeah, it takes a lot for you to embrace it, and so yeah.
right.
Now our big dummy of the week, you big dummy of the week award goes to Kira Enders and her boyfriend Dakota Jones out of Florida. So this
Always
Florida
Florida.
couple was arrested for allegedly attempting to trick lottery officials into giving them a $1 million prize with two torn scratch off tickets spliced together to form one winning ticket, according to authorities. Now, the two tickets were ripped horizontally, with the top half of one ticket and the bottom half of the other then carefully put together to show the $1 million prize winner, according to the police report in Pensacola. So they actually took two different lottery tickets, put them together so that they would have the winning numbers, and took it to the place that you cash it out and get the prize, and tried to collect the $1 million prize. So you get the
Boy,
you
boy.
big dummy of the award of the week.
You should start to call it the Florida War. Cause they was weird. They weird down there.
And people in Florida,
They weird, man. I'm sorry. I love Florida, but they weird.
that I was like, but how did they think? I don't know. So I want just looking at the picture, I was wondering if maybe they were on drugs or something like that. Because
Oh, absolutely.
how you took two lottery tickets, tore them in half, put one half of one and the other half, literally put them together and took them down to cash it in for $1 million. And you thought that was
First,
going to work.
listen, first of all, they was at the same party Nelly was at doing ecstasy, and they came up with this idea.
I mean, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, say what now? Yeah, so, but anywho, yeah, they get our you big dummy of the week
That's crazy.
award again.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, just the stuff that people come on with you, which you would never think that they would do. So that kind of brings us to the end. So, what are your taking? What are your end of the night? What are your takeaways from tonight?
Man, that Offset don't like Cardi B. I wish you gotta get it. I hope she realized this. And yeah, she needs to just for really do it this time. She needs to leave because he does not like you. Sorry,
That's your takeaway.
that's my takeaway.
Takeaway for the week. So my takeaway out of all of what we said is, if you out there, you're listening, you are an African American person,
Oh
and
yeah,
leave them ballots alone. Those petitions. One, leave
yeah.
those petitions alone, and
Leave
number
them just
two,
alone.
do not go to Virginia City,
And white settlement.
Nevada. And read the room. Read the
Yeah,
room. And if you happen to stop somewhere and it looks like something out of the movie Get Out, then just get out. That's my takeaway. Just get
yeah.
out.
Please,
So,
just
I
go.
think that that was just really interesting to me. But I think my takeaway is, listen, if you're ever in a situation like Dayon Johnson and they tell you that they got a hanging tree in the back, and they say, do you know the history of this town? Then just get out. Just
Yeah,
get
just
out.
get out.
Drop whatever the petition is and just roll out.
Yeah, roll out.
So, guys, if you are joining us, that's it for tonight. But please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We will be back next week for
Absolutely.
another wind down with Worldwide Media 101 TV. Now, in the meantime, you guys take care, and I pray that you have a blessed rest of your week. We're out.
Absolutely.